The people of Iran are very angry. Protests are raging since the last 6 days. 7 people have already been killed. Now, President Trump has entered the fray. He has warned that the U.S. will intervene if Iranian security forces kill innocent protesters. Iran is standing firm, stressing that any U.S. intervention is, quote, a red line. Until now, protests have spread to 32 cities, including Tehran, Isfahan, Shiraz, Karaj, and Fasal. Across more than 17 provinces of Iran, at least 7 people have been killed in the clashes between the protesters and security forces, that is. Now, also nearly 33 people have been injured, whereas 119 protesters have been arrested. Amid this internal turmoil, Trump has signaled that the United States is ready to mount an offensive on Iran. Trump assured Iranian citizens that his country and his country's forces will come to their rescue if peaceful protesters are killed. Trump's warning comes barely days after his meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This has evoked a strong response from Iran. It has warned that any U.S. intervention in the ongoing protests would destabilize the entire region and harm American interests. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei's advisor Ali Shamkhani stressed that Iran's security is a red line and vowed a strong response if his country is attacked. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, though, has adopted a conciliatory approach towards the protesters. His government has advocated dialogue and replaced the central bank governor. In a recent public speech, Pezeshkian cautioned against blaming America or anyone else for people's dissatisfaction. He emphasized that the government has to find a solution.
People are dissatisfied. We are at fault. You are at fault. Do not go after America as the one to blame. Do not go after, I don't know, some other person to blame. It is we who must serve, and they must be satisfied with us.
Meanwhile, demonstrations have broke out in Qom, which is considered to be one of the holiest cities in Iran. Prior to 1979, the opposition to ex-king Mohammad Reza Pahlavi was led from this very city. Ayatollah Khamenei also studied in Qom and became a prominent cleric there. These protests have seen intense sloganeering as well. Khamenei's legitimacy has directly been challenged. An eyewitness video has gone viral, which shows protesters in Anza city of Lorestan province chanting slogans outside a police station calling for the return of the ex-king's son, Reza Pahlavi, who's in exile. The video also shows an overturned car on fire. Another video has emerged from Hamadan, in which protesters' anger is on full display. They are seen beating security personnel. Iran's protests come in the wake of currency collapse, soaring prices of food and medical items, along with power and water shortages. With no let-up in the spate of protests, questions remain whether the Iranian government can salvage the situation. All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by Sayed Imamian, assistant professor at Tehran Polytechnic, founder and former director of the Governance and Policy think tank. He's joining us live from Tehran. Thank you so much for joining us on WION. We have seen the reaction from Iranian officials to President Donald Trump's call to not kill the protesters on the street. How serious is this, and how are the Iranian officials looking at President Trump's statements?
Thank you for inviting me here. Actually, you know that for a country as big as Iran, as diversified as Iran, with almost 90 million population, such a protest with at the maximum, as far as I have heard from the to some extent trustful reports, is more around 2,000-3,000 at the maximum, is something usual and nothing surprising. You remember that Iran had a very huge protest in 2009, when 13 million voters for another candidate was criticizing the result of the election, and at least few millions appeared in the streets. But now the size is very small. But after the 12 days war, what is now understood in Iran is that these kind of the riots with level of the potentially aggression and violence would be something as part of the plan, joint Israeli and American plan to compensate the defeat that they faced during the previous war. If you remember, in the second or third day of the war, President Trump tweeted unconditional surrender. But at the end of the day, after 12 days war, he was the one who supported unconditional ceasefire. So they never met the target that they were expecting to reach out in June attack. But now they are looking for another opportunity to find another way to compensate that defeat and to fulfill the unfinished job. So they are looking for to intervene inside the Iranian internal politics and internal affairs that is happening everywhere, and it's not something unexpected. You know that the most important reason behind such kind of the economic situation and challenges are very maximum pressure policy of the President Trump, and it's very naive for some politicians in U.S., in D.C. and Tel Aviv, to think that Iranian people as a whole, that are very well educated and smart people, they could believe their argument that they are going to support Iranian people. So as an academic, I'm not a politician, I'm not a political activist. As an academic, I think that Iranian history has shown that Iranian people, generally speaking, are very smart and well educated, and they could understand what is in favor of their country and what is something in favor of the enemies that they are looking for, not only attacking Iran, also dividing Iran and supporting violent terrorism and separatism that they have already done for the last few decades. So I think it's something very internal. It happens, and it's something that people, the Iranian politicians and Iranian policymakers should take care of the economic situation in Iran. It's their job and their responsibility. But at the end of the day, everyone knows that we have, and Iranians as a whole has a very aggressive and expansionist enemy that is called Israel, and is not the only enemy of the Iran. Is only of the is the stabilizing force for the whole region, as you have seen in last few years that most of the countries in the region has been challenged by Israel's aggression and expansionism. So it's quite a challenging period of time, and both policymakers, decision makers, and Iranian population, they should understand the severity of the situation and the sensitivities of the situation, and what has been said in Florida meeting between Trump and Netanyahu is something that they are looking for another opportunity, as I said, to retaliate and to compensate the previous defeat in the 12 days war.
Mr. Emamian, is the government doing anything to hear the cries of these protests which started basically because of economic hardships and the cost of living in Iran? Do they have a plan?
They are saying that, yes, they are thinking of some new plans. You know that just a few days ago, the previous head of the CBI, Central Bank of Iran, has been replaced by a new one. Dr. Hemeti has well experience in the first maximum pressure policy of the Trumps in the first his presidency. Mr. Hemeti was in charge of the Central Bank of Iran, and he managed well at the time. So Mr. Hemeti has come again to that position, and everyone is hopeful that his policy would help the economic situation to be much more comfortable. But at the end of the day, everyone knows that is an economic war. It's a war, a whole comprehensive war, including the military war that has happened and may happen again, and also the economic war. Maximum pressure policy is part of that war. So for a country as civilizationally rich and as historical as Iran, the country has a lot of similar experiences in past history. So we need to come together. We need to come a solution for internal affairs, and we are not going to provide an opportunity for our enemies, violent and aggressive enemies, to intervene inside the Iranian politics and inside the Iranian internal affairs. So, as I have heard today, there was several responses.
Thank you
from
so
Iranian
much, Mr. Emamian. I'm so sorry to cut you off. I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. My apologies. Thank you for that analysis.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.